Well, welcome to our party. We hope to make you smile. At least forget your problems for a while. You needn't leave your laptop or even leave the room for the pretty darn good Opry on Zoom. With a pretty darn good Opry on Zoom. We'll play for you like we're sitting in your room. So sip the beverage of your choice and listen to the voice of the pretty darn good Opry on Zoom. Well, what a cast of characters we have for you online. Pretty soon we'll have you feeling fine. With wit and Texas wisdom, we'll banish doom and gloom at the pretty darn good Opry on Zoom. With a pretty darn good Opry on Zoom. We'll play for you like we're sitting in your room. So sip the beverage of your choice and listen to the voice of the pretty darn good Opry on Zoom. So sip the beverage of your choice and listen to the voice of the pretty darn good Opry on Zoom. Well, I hope that's self-explanatory enough. That there is our theme song here. And we are the pretty darn good Opry on Zoom, and we're going to do some music for you tonight. We got a bunch of enthusiastic, talented folks waiting to do their thing. Let's see, there's me, and then Paul, and Bill, Jenny, and Harry. I think that's what we have here. So, instead of me going on randomly, as I am wont to do, let's invite up Mr. Bill Martin. Oh, I don't have the magic thing that makes the thing go. Oh, there we go. Okay, there we go. Take it away, Mr. Bill Martin, and I'm going to see about this dog scratching in the background.
Thank you very much, Ace. It is my proud pleasure to introduce everyone tonight to Paul. Paul is going to be following me, but I have the honor of introducing Paul tonight. So, with no further ado, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Paul Gubbins.
There we go. Sorry.
And you've already got your original sound for musicians on, I'm sure.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
This is a song called Southern Indiana Gas and Electric Company. Siggico, I can't pay my bills. My girlfriend is pregnant and my mother is ill. My little sister is addicted to pills. Siggico, I can't pay my bills. Ameritech, I'm poisoned by lead. I called for help, but my phone line went dead. Please don't send the bill, just fix it instead. Ameritech, I'm poisoned by lead. Visa, you came to me free. All of a sudden you want money from me. I won't say where you can kiss me. Visa, you came to me free. Pepsi, I drunk enough to be good looking and do lots of cool stuff. How in the world did I turn out so rough? Pepsi, I've drunk enough. MTV, you bamboozled me. Money for nothing and chicks for free. What does that even mean? MTV, you bamboozled me. Cigarette, oh cigarette, I can't pay my bill. My girlfriend is pregnant and my mother is ill. My little sister is addicted to pills. Cigarette, oh cigarette, I can't pay my bill.
All right, man having a tough time, that's for sure. All right, well, let me go to originally my mistake, which was handled very adroitly by my friend. Now we will go to Mr. Bill Martin.
Thank you. Well, back when I was a lad, and I came up with this tune. It was my second year of college, so this is an old one, but I have written things since then. You got something to live for, guaranteed love and a good life in store. I've got nothing to live for without the love from the girl I adore. Am I right? Is this true? Can you tell how I feel for you? Sunshine eyes, I know the way I feel. My eyes, visions, what I would like to say to you, things I could give to you, and only you.
All right, thank you very much.
My wife smiled at me, so I think that's a
Well,
good
then
sign.
you definitely won. Yeah, I mean, good
I
grief.
won.
What
Thank
else
you.
is there? You know,
There is nothing else. That
All right.
That's the grand prize.
it is. It is. All right. Speaking of the grand prize, we go to Miss Jenny Caroline, who's going to do her voodoo that she do. Take it away.
Thank you. We got to see your grand prize, your daughter, just now. Our guide told us of legends, she invited us to sing. I had the courage to pipe up, I found it inside me. I stepped into that circle, I knew the choice was mine. Echoes from my DNA said that it was time. I sang with all my heart, thanking those before me. Empty seats filled up right quick and I joined the family. Our guide told us of legends, she invited us to sing. I had the courage to pipe up, I found it inside me. A far cry from the proven, I can drift with the breeze. Or maybe I will ride the wind, stadium swaying with me. Daughter of a songwriter, I know that much for sure. Words can mightily touch hearts and the king will show me more. Our guide told us of legends, she invited us to sing. I had the courage to pipe up, I found it inside me. Rhinestone cowboy threads, gold shiny tresses, real nice fancy ostrich boots and shimmering swirling dresses. What is it inside of us that can get our hearts to shine? The wood slats in this circle speak, and I'm singing mighty fine. Our guide told us of legend, she invited us to sing. I had the courage to pipe up, I found it inside me. Are you vibing in my glow? Will this moment set you free? You have the courage to pipe up, if not, find it in me.
That's nice.
There. Apologies. Mrs. Pounder just came home with dinner, and so I will be occasionally sneaking off to get a bit of this and a little bit of that. So, and my apologies, sir. Well, without further ado, Mr. Harry Hewlett. If I could only find him. Well, there he is.
Uh-oh. There he is. Well, no ado here. You said no further ado. Well, I'm not going to do any ado. So I'm going to play a song. How y'all doing? Goes like this. Ever gonna want me? If you think you're ever gonna need me, if you think you'll ever think about me, if you think you'll ever wanna make love to me, if you think you're ever gonna miss me, if you think your world could end without me, if you think you're gonna love me now, love me now. Love me now, love me now. My mind said, we'll never have her. My heart said, but I can wait forever. Then I said, we're gonna give her one last chance. If you think you're ever gonna want me, if you think you're ever gonna need me, if you think you'll ever think about me, if you think you'll ever wanna make love to me, if you think you're ever gonna miss me, if you think your world could end without me, if you think you're gonna love me now, love me now, love me now, love me now. My mind said, we'll never have her. My heart said, but I can wait forever. Then I said, we're gonna give her one last chance. If you think you're ever gonna want me, if you think you're ever gonna need me, if you think you'll ever think about me, if you think you'll ever wanna make love to me, ever gonna miss me, if you think your world could end without me, if you think you're gonna love me now, 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 love me now. now, love me now. Thank you very much.
That's such a great song. Great song.
Thank you very much.
All right. And now we move with alacrity to Mr. Keith Dodson.
I don't have alacrity. I drive a Taurus. Okay. This is a song I wrote last Saturday night. I've been meaning to write this one for a while. With all this stuff going out in Israel, the words of Psalm 122 kept coming to my mind. And I've been wanting to write a song about it, so finally I was able to get it in there. Of course, I was trying not to add to or delete from it at all. And it's kind of hard to do when, the Hebraic poetic structure is so much different from our Western that there's no way I can capture the full essence of it. And someday I hope to maybe hear King David up in heaven sing this one himself. But this is Psalm 122, and I'm just praying for the peace of Jerusalem. Glad when they said, let's go to the house of the Lord. As we were standing there in the heart of Jerusalem. Oh, Jerusalem, city where you've gathered your people and commanded them to give thanks to the name of the Lord. Pray for the peace of Jerusalem. Pour out blessings on those who love you. Let peace be within her walls, and let the people who dwell there pray for the peace of Jerusalem. David's throne once stood, set there for the judgment of man. May peace be within you for the sake of my brothers and friends. Oh, Jerusalem, city where you've gathered your people and commanded them to give thanks to the name of the Lord. Pray for the peace of Jerusalem. Pray for blessings on those who love you. Let peace be within her walls. Let the people who dwell there pray for the peace of Jerusalem. Just for the sake of the house of the Lord our God, I will seek your good. O Jerusalem, city where you've gathered your people and commanded them to give thanks to the name of the Lord. Pray for the peace of Jerusalem. Pour out blessings on those who love you. Let peace be within her walls. Let the people who dwell there pray for the peace of Jerusalem. And let the people who dwell there pray for the peace of Jerusalem.
All right. Keith.
Beautiful, man.
Thank you.
Well, I guess that means it takes me right up to yours truly, so I will go there. Okay. I was going to do something completely goofy, but I'm listening to Keith and thinking that, well, I can't do anything really goofy after such a brilliant and beautiful and profound song. So I quickly changed gears. And this is a song, I actually wrote this for piano, but I just wanted to try this. I've been messing with pedals today. So I want to do this with pedals and see if I can get that same sort of feel that I like to get the piano or the organ even better. This is called Make a Joyful Noise. This is taken from Psalm 100. So we're on immediately on a kind of a theological bent tonight. This is the famous "Make a Joyful Noise to the Lord." The idea being, in Hebrew, the word is kind of exalt, which sounds pretty much exalt loudly. I don't know. I don't have that subtle a knowledge of the ancient text, so. But this is about different ways of reaching the divine. The first is through music, the second is through prayer, and the third is just participating in the natural world. So this is called Make a Joyful Noise. The sound comes over me as my fingers feel the moods of my hopes for daily living mixed with dreams, floating upward on a breeze, rising through lush rustling leaves. Music breathes like a cry of love. Make a joyful noise. Make a joyful noise. Make a joyful noise. Louder noise. The ruffled hunch of Davending does hover through the air. Baruch Hu Baruch Shmo. In prayer the room does resonate with cacophony of words, harmonizing in a cry of love. Make a joyful noise. Make a joyful noise. Make a joyful noise, louder noise. When lightning runs like sidewalk cracks against the blue-black sky and shatters through the middle of a chord, building wind through organ pipes of raging, sheeting rain, thunders in a cry of love. Make a joyful noise. Make a joyful noise. Make a joyful noise. Louder noise. There. those beard petals. Well, thank you. Oh, thank you. Well, now to Mr. Paul Gubbins. Am I correct in that?
Right, Gubbins.
Excellent. All right, and there he is, in fact, live and direct from the Copacabana. Mr. Gubbins, take it away.
Thank you. I've been living in this land since the day that I was born. I've been waking up with ideas in the very early morn that I knew nothing about society. So I went out and purchased a color TV. Took it home, plugged it in, turned it on, watched the news, and I learned that I am a Republican. I hate to pay taxes, I help out my friends, I don't want to bother no one, don't want no one bothering me, but I've been feeling kind of low since 1973. Yeah, I figured that is what I must be. If you don't want to pay a doctor, if you don't want to see a doctor, shouldn't have to pay the fee. And I thought I had discovered my true identity when I changed the channel, and the channel changed me. And then I learned that I am a Democrat. Why should some be so skinny and others get so fat? We'd all be better off learning the same rules with a head start in federal preschool. Republicans are all so mean and cold. The religious right is arrogant and bold, and Rush Limbaugh is a master propagandist. He has half of all Americans wrapped around his finger. So I turned off the TV set and I went out and watched the sunset. Not a Republican or Democrat anywhere in sight. Thank you.
We had our theological discussions, and now we get our political points of view. And I'll tell you, well, let's go to speak at other planetary point of view. In my estimation, from my experience, Mr. Bill Martin. So you never know what you're going to get for this guy.
I'm not really sure. I'm pretty sure what I'm going to do next. I think I'm pretty sure I know what I'm going to do next. You and Keith both started. You got me on a trail there, and it reminded me of a song I haven't thought about in a very, very long time that I came up with when I was in Lubbock, and that would have put me back at around 1979. So this is a pretty old one, but it's not as old as the one that I did before. But I haven't played it in a long time, so let's see what happens. But I'm pretty sure it's from Psalms. May our sons be like plants full grown. No. May our sons in their youth be like plants full grown. Our daughters like corner pillars, cut for the structure of a palace. May our garners be full, providing all manner of store. May our sheep bring forth thousands and 10,000s in their fields. May our cattle be heavy with young. Whose God is the Lord. don't even clap after that one. I couldn't
that's
remember
lovely.
how it went.
Well, whatever you
Nice.
decided on worked. I mean, that's the main thing.
I guess
right?
you have to play by ear. Oh, wow.
But yeah,
you
I
know?
think it's like subatomic physics. It may not be real, but when it comes together, it's the real thing. You know?
Yeah, the moment. Yeah, pretty much. You have to depend upon the moment. I mean, I was pretty sure I wasn't going to be able to play it flawlessly because I hadn't thought about it in decades. But
It's lovely.
no,
Working-
it's yeah. Maybe next time I come back, I'll have it polished and actually ready to go.
Well, that's one thing that frustrates other people about musicians. We'll play something, and we'll say, "Oh man, I really messed that up," and they'll say, "Oh, it sounded great." I say, "Yeah, but it didn't sound the way I meant it to sound."
I know.
And
Sometimes
that's
you
the
can-
frustration, and people don't understand that. You know why?
Yeah.
Why we're upset? You know, it may have worked out as a happy accident, but that's not what I was trying to play.
Right.
We have to be so flexible because, yeah, sometimes people see things that we don't see. Oh, I thought it was awful. No, actually, something happened that you weren't aware of
Yeah.
in some cases.
Hey,
Not in this one,
Miles
but you know
Miles
what I mean.
Davis used to say there are no such things as mistakes because they change. You have to react to whatever it was, and so it creates something in its own. I don't know. He was Miles Davis. I'm just a ace pounder, but
I've got to tell this story. Herbie Hancock was telling a story about how he was playing with Miles in the band, and they were cooking. I mean, they were absolutely smoking. Everybody was just on. Herbie was taking a solo, and he hit a clam note, and Miles hit that note and made it work.
Uh-huh. Yeah. That's so cool. Yeah.
Jenny, I
Oh
believe
yeah.
Jenny
I'm
is
sorry.
next.
Hold on. Where's Jen? Yes.
I'm looking for her now. Where are we?
There
we are.
she is. All right. She seems to be in some kind of place in Vermont or something. I don't know. But, or it's been snowing down in San Antonio more than I heard. I don't know.
Same old man working at the mill. The mill turns around of its own free will.
I think that's an old bridge in Pennsylvania. It comforts me to know that when you sing, it doesn't come out like you want it to, because I can never, I hear it in my mind and then I try to sing it and I can never do it. So I just kind of assumed that I know I'm tone deaf, but if the fact that other people feel that way too is mind blowing to me. Who knew? I thought I was
We're
the only
all
one.
just faking it. That's all we got to.
All hoping for happy accidents.
Clear bright day, Billy Goats roamed a tour on the farm not far from home. I had the vision, not much on detail, knew where to head way up above the rails. Yodel-a-hee-hee, yodel-a-hoo-hoo, yodel-a-hee-hee. We're gonna rock that stadium. You looked at me as the plan ensued. First big show, rocket up YouTube. Focused and free, arms in the air, gave it our all, care without cares. Yodel-a-hee, yodel-a-hee, yodel-a-hoo. We're gonna rock that stadium. Wind blowing smooth, band just right, fun in the sun, up in height. Wiping off the sweat, taking it in, massive ballpark, swaying for the wind. Yola-hee, yola-hoo, yola-hoo. We rocked that stadium. Visions of players there before us, diving on the crowd, fans yelling for more. Leaps of belief, don't wanna be dropped. Hands hold me up, adrenaline propped. Yola-hee, yola-hoo, yola-hoo. We rocked that stadium. Back on the road, tower in the sky, we sang Find You and Me headlined. Even to this day, I can't forget two unknowns where our names are etched. Yodelay, yodelay, yodelay. We rocked that stadium.
All right.
You must not be a Cowboy fan.
Why?
Oh, I was going to say,
They didn't rock anything last Sunday night.
well, yeah, but I'm going to send it to a man who has rocked many a stadium. A man who, for stadiums, have chanted for literally eons. Oh, yeah, Mr. Harry Hewlett.
So they haven't changed for me. Yeah, that was pitiful, wasn't it, the other night, watching those Cowboys? They always, they don't embarrass you till they get 100 million people viewing. I think that's the minimum that they require to totally embarrass everybody. And so, anyway, here's a song. It's called Hailstorm. My daddy made his living working the land, raised up playing cotton, Texas sand. Every time he got it growing out of the ground, a hailstorm would come and try to knock it back down. I remember him pacing that kitchen floor, looking out that old back door, cussing those hailstones coming down. They were kicking up dirt as they hit the ground. Got a lump in his throat, 'cause he wanted to cry. 1 minute more, his crop could die, and under his breath you could hear him pray, hailstorm, hailstorm, go away. Hailstorm, hailstorm, go away. Change your icy hail to rain. If the good Lord is willing and you leave us alone, we can pick enough cotton to save our home. But I never saw him cry when he lost a crop, and he never quit his too broke to stop. But he raised a son who you think would know better, and here I am 20 years later. I don't own a tractor, got a company car, a mortgage so big I could have bought my own farm. My boss just said, son, it's your last day, clean out your desk and get the hell out of the way. But I remember how it was on that Texas farm, and I ain't quitting 'cause of one damn storm. Hailstorm, hailstorm, go away. Change your icy hail to rain. If the good Lord is willing and you leave us alone, we can pick enough cotton to save our home. Hailstorm, hailstorm, go away. Change your icy hail to rain. If the good Lord is willing and you leave us alone, we can pick enough cotton to save our home. Hailstorm, hailstorm, go away. Change your icy hail to rain. If the good Lord is willing and you leave us alone, we can pick enough cotton to save our home. Hailstorm. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's such a great song, because that's, you don't think about the effect of a hailstorm, but what it
It only
has on
takes
farmers.
just 5 minutes and it's gone.
Yeah, my grandfather lost a lot of wheat crops that way, and
See,
it always comes hail the first week of June.
Cotton has a bloom, and it has a little fruit, and it's very tender. And it can come a hailstorm and totally destroy your crop, and you still have the green leaves and everything. It looks good, but you go out there and look at it, and all those little, they call it fruit, has been knocked off and floating down
Wheat
down
heads
in
will
the
be
bar
down
ditch.
in the mud, and you can't get them into your combine.
Well, do something positive here, Keith.
Positive. That's what we need, positive.
Well, this is a song that positively brings country music into the 21st century. It's called New Millennium Heartache. Well, I've had my share of heartache. Well, it's a feeling I just can't endorse. A half a dozen girlfriends who left me. 2 marriages ended up in divorce. My old hound dog ran off with a poodle. You know that was a terrible day, but it can't match the pain in my heart. The day my self-driving truck drove away. Oh, my self-driving truck drove away. Left me standing at the end of the road. She put herself in gear. She tore out of here while I was just trying to unload. Well, she left me without any reason. Man, I hope she'll come back someday. Since I don't own a bike, I just have to hike. My self-driving truck drove away. I met her one day in the showroom of her little town's Ford dealership. I could tell by her headlights she loved me, and soon we'd be joined at the hip. I'd wash her and wax her each morning, and she spent every night in the garage. I did all I could think of to spoil her, but she decided to get out of Dodge. Well, my self-driving truck drove away, left me standing at the end of the road. She put herself in gear. She tore out of here while I was just trying to unload. Well, she left me without any reason. Hope she'll come back someday. And since I don't own a bike, I just have to hike. My self-driving truck drove away. Well, I guess that I should have known better. Should have bought me a bus pass instead. I guess I was caught up in folly, 'cause my heart overruled my head. But now that I've learned my lesson, well, there's a moral I can't overstate, that a man makes a fool of himself when his transport becomes his soulmate. Oh, my self-driving truck drove away, left me standing at the end of the road. She put herself in gear. She tore out of here while I was just trying to unload. Well, she left me without any reason. Man, I hope she'll come back someday. But since I don't own a bike, I just have to hike, and it's starting to rain. Man, it drives me insane, because my self-driving truck drove away.
A sad postmodern song, man.
I like your new key.
For this humor.
Yeah, it's that kind of came about by accident at Love and War when
Yep.
I put the capo on 4, meaning to play it in G shape, out of G shape, and ended up in C shape. And I thought my voice was going to blow out, and I was going to stop and say, well, folks, I got it in the wrong key. But I made it through the song. I backed off a full tone here from that, because that was really pushing the limit. But
Man who is not afraid of the pain.
Do we have to pay Keith for this humor? I feel like we should.
pass the virtual hat.
All right. Well, speaking of passing the hat, it is my pleasure to pass the hat to someone who I actually do not know, but I assume we will find out about him in a few moments. I mean, you may know some of these other crazed characters. Mr.
Hey, I can introduce him just a little
Yeah,
bit.
let Harry introduce him.
Harry, rock on. Yeah.
Theodore was a finalist in our, not a finalist, but a semi-finalist in our international song contest, and he was one of the performers Saturday on the show. You can go and he's in the video. Theodore Henning.
How you doing, guys?
Nice to see you, Theodore.
Yeah,
you live
very
in
nice to see
Fort
you.
Worth, right?
I do.
Yeah. Okay.
I didn't have any song to present tonight. I was just checking it out.
Oh, you're just checking us out? Okay, well, that's probably the safe thing to do is check us out. But Theodore, do you know any of the Dallas? I'm not Dallas songwriter, but there's a Fort Worth Songwriters Association over there. Do you know any of those guys over there?
Yes, I'm a member of that organization too.
Yeah, Wayne Willingham. He's pretty active with us too. You know Wayne?
I know Wayne. Yeah, he and I are good buddies. Aaron Shook.
Yes, Aaron Shook. Yes.
Yeah, he's a pretty good performer.
Pretty good. He's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, most of the people at the Fort Worth Songwriters I would know. They have an open mic now that's going on at Fred's, which is over just a block south of 377 and Camp Bowie Boulevard in the west end of Fort Worth over there.
Yeah.
Do you know John Terry?
Who?
John Terry, Terry.
No.
No, he's heading up the NASI, Nashville Songwriters Association in the Fort Worth area.
No.
I understand there's somebody over in Dallas maybe, and
Sam Moore.
yeah. So yeah, I know those guys.
How long you lived in Fort Worth?
Well, my wife and I had lived in Arlington, and we back in the 90s and into the early 2000s. We hosted a positive message Christian coffee house over in East Fort Worth called Apostle Credo. And we used to showcase weekly folks there that would perform basically positive message music, Christian music, whatever, in our facility there. And that we had a close in 2010. And I had built a house. I was building a house out in Palo Pinto. So we've lived out in Palo Pinto. It was just here in 2020 that we moved back into Fort Worth, and I'm more active with the Fort Worth Songwriters than anything else. And I joined this past year the Dallas Songwriter. So,
well, you're welcome. You know where we are. You can come back and you can be a part of this group. We're here every week. I worked at General Dynamics a long time ago when they was building the F-111. I don't know if you was in the Dallas Fort Worth area then or not. You know, it's Lockheed or something now, over by Carswell.
Right. Well, we had a spot over there, the Point, if you'll remember, the Point restaurant over there off of Bomber Avenue, I guess.
I think I remember it.
It's on the lake, and I don't know, there was a falling out, so we were doing open mics there twice a month, and it wasn't the most ideal place. You know how that works. So.
Well, welcome aboard. I know you're a good songwriter because I heard you perform. So every Wednesday we're here.
Every Wednesday, okay.
Yeah.
I'll try to.
And you're old enough to belong to the group.
Okay.
We're just a bunch of us senior citizens, pretty much, doing this thing. Except for Jenny, she's our mascot.
For Jenny,
so,
yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna let her host the show next week. I think maybe.
Great. Yeah, that'll work.
Well, anyway, I'll quit talking. But welcome. Just listen all you want and come back, sis.
Okay. Thanks, Harry.
Next, Ace.
Guess that's me here. Yes, that is me. Damn. See, self-recognition is very important. Well, since I got this out and I got messing around with some of the pedals, this is a song. You know how sometimes you get down and you need somebody to tell you to kind of ship up and shape up, or whatever you want to call it. Well, this is kind of a self-encouragement song that came in a very strange way. I don't know. Bunch of you know, I wrote the music first, which is very unusual for me, and then I tried to put something to it. So anyway, this is called Go Nowhere But Straight Ahead. Well, I woke up in the morning with a feeling of dark warning, an existential cloud around my head. But before I felt a sadness, I remembered what my dad said. He said, if you don't know, go straight ahead. Go nowhere but straight ahead, he said to me. Drop the bow line, fix your cap, and get out the lead when you think you're going nowhere. Get up on your feet, go nowhere but straight ahead. Where there's so much temptation to stew in situations that you know you should leave ASAP. But don't just look down at your shoes when you've got the blues. Use them to stride and be free. Go nowhere but straight ahead, he said to me. Drop the bow line, fix your cap, get out the lid when you think you're going nowhere. Get up on your feet, go nowhere but straight ahead. So let's stand up together and laugh back at the weather, whether metaphoric or real. And before we give in to cynicism, have faith in ancient wisdom. Go ahead, live and be free. Go nowhere but straight ahead, he said to me. Drop the bow line, fix your cap, get out the lid when you think you're going nowhere. Get up on your feet, keep it straight ahead. There. A little kind of Texas soul. I don't know what you'd call that. What the heck? Anyway, so rescue us from this, Mr. Gubbins, and come up with something wildly interesting and clever.
Okay, I'll try. Got my program from the CIA. Came in, got me, and we went away. I don't remember all those painful nights. Just Bill Cosby and the tunnel lights. Came in, got me, I was just a little kid. Filled me full and then they closed the lid. Every now and then my head explodes. I see strange creatures on a desert road. Then I fall back asleep. Now I'm captured by the FBI. Run my program and the bullets fly. I know they control my thoughts when they go on TV and talk. All my comrades, they're not triggered yet. They were programmed by the TV set. These young kids, they won't blow their minds till the equinox. At the end of time, then fall back asleep. Been to the moon and I've been to Mars. Prayed in their churches, drank in their bars. My memories, they are dark and faint, so I sketch it out with MS Paint. Who will lead us to the great beyond? Palladium's Orion. Will we find lost Agartha out beyond Antarctica? Or fall back asleep? First the program was the monarch slaves. Next the program was the US of A. Next the program the whole human race. If we crash the program we can leave this place. First they program with the TV set. Next they program with the internet. Beta testing on election day. Soon they roll it out all the way and we all fall asleep.
All right, the end took me a little by surprise, but nonetheless it made sense, so that's cool. All right, thank you, Paul. Let's bring up Mr. Bill Martin, who really needs to unmute himself.
Oh, but it sounds so much better when it's quieter. Summertime was hot and muggy. Summertime was overgrown. Summertime gave way to fall, and summertime was gone. In summertime is gone. host has spotlighted your video for everyone. Would you like to unmute? I am unmuted, aren't I?
You sound great, man.
Oh, good. I'm going to go ahead and
No,
click that. I
no.
was terribly distracted.
Oh, I'm
was
sorry. I
I'm
didn't
such
do
an
it.
unpro.
The vocals could come up a little bit, maybe.
Really? Wow.
Well, I think he sounds good.
Okay. Was it? Oops. Was everybody to take the time to care for you? If anybody tried to win your heart. I've been told to count my days and been taught to count the cost. It feels like every fall now I look back on what I lost. But summertime is gone.
Yeah, I think that's such a wonderful, joyous song, you know.
Thanks.
I could see that. I want you to also know that I was doing a fantastic lead behind that. Just,
It's
just for the
that's-
record.
That structure was made for a guitar solo.
It really is.
was. There's a part in it where I like to stretch out, but when I do it solo, I don't. But ideally, I'd like to have that as a band thing.
Yeah, it
Some
works nice.
stretching. Yeah, that's actually about regret. The summertime is gone is kind of like the opportunity of. Anyway, I was quoting Moses in the last verse. It was a paraphrase. We've been
Can't go
taught
wrong.
to count our days.
Yeah.
At
But
any rate,
but it does, for that. But it does have a joyousness. I mean, in the presentation, which I think makes it more poignant.
well, good. I sure like playing it. I'm glad you guys like it.
All right.
All right,
We like
Jenny.
everything you do, Bill.
Thank
Absolutely.
you, Keith. I love you guys. You're so much fun to be with.
And
You too,
speaking
Jenny.
of a person who's fun to be with, Miss Jenny Caroline, take it away.
Thank you. I'll take one beer nice and tall. Matter of fact, bro, make that two. I think I'm moving too fast. Another extra large draft will do. There's something about you while I spend time here. It's not what most could do. I'm starting to see that the scar in me is stretching at the seams by the broken shards of you. There's some things time can heal, and other things that won't unbreak. The way I pick my friends is by the steady who can take a shake. But when I see how affected you can be and cover it up real well, all I can do is undo my glue and let you know it's been swell. Because I'm starting to see that the scar in me is stretching at the seams by the broken shards of you. I'm not the kind that lives in bars. But on occasion, when I do, I wanna take all the good vibes in. I wanna find how to undo you. The thing that I need is a soul that's steady. Folks on the edge will never do. I just need a friend who can keep things light while I detach from all that is you. Because I'm starting to see that the scar in me is stretching at the seams by the broken shards of you. The broken shards of you. Thank you.
That's nice.
Thank you.
Dramatic, indeed, indeed, indeed.
Thank
All right. Well, from broken shards, we go to Harry Hewlett, who has broken a few hearts in his time, I'm sure.
Never.
Or at least
I'm not
injured
that
his-
kind of guy. No.
Broken Shards to West Texas Bards.
Ooh, well done.
That's his next album, I'll
2
bet.
points. Yeah.
Well, here, this one from my old album. All my albums are old. I got 3 of them. Here you go. It's called Tahoka Daisy. It goes like this. Whoop, hang on. I met that little yellow rose way down in Texas, don't you know? But Rosie never did a thing for me. 'Cause Texas has another flower. I think about her every hour. Her beauty's fresher than the morning breeze. So take me up just south of Lubbock to that place where we both grew up. She's the prettiest flower I've ever seen. I'm talking about Tahoka Daisy. She's the one who drives me crazy. Tahoka Daisy, you're the gal for me. Tahoka Daisy, I love you. Tahoka Daisy, I'll be true. And like that little blossom of purple and gold, I know our love will always grow. Tahoka Daisy, you're so sweet. You've got me on my knee. Tahoka Daisy, you're the lady, and will you marry me? I said I met that little yellow rose, blue Bonnie with her turned up nose. She didn't do a thing for me. 'Cause Texas has another flower. I think about her every hour and all the ways that she knows how to please. So drop me off just south of Lubbock. All my exes you can call up. She's the prettiest flower I've ever seen. I'm talking about Tahoka Daisy. She's the one who drives me crazy. Tahoka Daisy, you're the gal for me. Tahoka Daisy, you're the lady, and will you marry me? Always psych myself out on that ending.
All right.
Sometimes I get it.
Well, from one daisy to another kind of flower, the famed Dodson flower, and he will...
From Daisy to Crazy.
Daisy crazy, thank you.
Well, I gave my all to climbing up the ladder to success. Got knocked down at every run, just weren't my time, I guess. I tried to slay the giants, but they slew me, I confess. I chucked it all and went my own way. Well, you may say I'm aimless, I say that's a plus. 'Cause when you're going nowhere, well, you're always on the right bus. And if you're thinking to yourself that I'm cantankerous, you need to walk a mile in my blues. I gave my all to love with a girl that I once knew. She told me I had no idea what I was supposed to do. She laughed and ran away, yeah, she left me feeling blue. I chucked it all and went my own way. You may say I'm aimless, but I say that's a plus. 'Cause when you're going nowhere, well, you're always on the right bus. And if you're thinking to yourself that I'm cantankerous, you need to walk a mile in my blues. Gave my all to others, yeah, tried to be a saint. Spent my days serving one and all without complaint. Couldn't satisfy 'em, though I'd work till I would faint. I chucked it all and went my own way. Well, you may say I'm aimless, but I say that's a plus. 'Cause when you're going nowhere, well, you're always on the right bus. And if you're thinking to yourself that I'm cantankerous, you need to walk a mile in my blues. You need to walk a mile in my blues.
Absolute Mondo. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, okay, now Theo's not going to sing, so we're just going to go to, me. That's right. I knew him. Oh, thank you. Oh, sorry about the squeaky toy behind us, but it's just part of life with dogs, you know. And, I'm working on another dog song.
Part of your rhythm section there.
He's part of my rhythm section.
He could sing harmony with Michael's dog there.
I am going to do... I just wanted to see what this sounded like with this guitar and this setup. I think it might sound nice. But anyway, this is the... all husbands need to have at least one wife song that they can pull out and say, see? I told you I love you. So this is for my beloved. And it's really for all women of a certain age. They forget that they're still beautiful. Beauty is not an age-related thing. It goes on and on. So anyway, this is called You'll Always Be So Beautiful to Me. I look your way and feel you sway my heartbeat. Yes, you're the one who once enchanted me. The youngsters say together we are so sweet. You'll always be just beautiful to me. To me, you're still the golden sun in wintertime. A few lifelines can't obscure that truth from me. Confident, you waltz through life in perfect time. You'll always be just beautiful to me. Your glance still flashes stormy grace and beauty. Now deeper and more complex like vintage wine. And frankly, you are still quite a cutie. I always melt when you put your hand in mine. Well, I'm still a goofball when you smile and giggle. My heart still jumps when you look back at me. The twinkle in your eyes remains a riddle. You'll always be so beautiful to me. There. Any reactions to using all that stuff? Does it sound cool with or is it just? Would you rather just hear the jazz guitar? Well, nobody. All right. Well,
I'm all for experimenting with stuff, and this is one of the opportunities that we get to do stuff like that.
exactly.
So
Exactly. Exactly.
we're pretty much under the radar. So
Yeah.
until we
which
get
is-
famous and people start unearthing these things and
Oh,
find out
did,
about us a decade or two from now. I'd say,
did
wow.
you
Then
see
Zoom
the
bombers
mark?
will really come out.
Say that again?
The Zoom bombers.
Oh.
Zoom bombers will really come out of the woodwork then.
Zoom bombers would be
Yeah.
a great band name. But anyway, yeah.
Ace,
All right.
Your guitar this session has been like I've never heard it before. It's like you're capable of going from classic to modern. I loved it. It really spoke to
cool.
me with every song. The way your style was this time.
Yeah, I'm just experimenting with some stuff because normally I'd play this with a big jazz guitar, but
You,
I
you
thought
need
it
to
might
play
be
some more
interesting
on the
with-
sitar too.
I do actually have one, but no, can I actually play it? No, but I can do it on the piano. Anyway, forget enough about me. Let's talk about you, and in particular, Mr. Gubbins here, who's gonna do something weird and interesting.
Yeah. Here comes Woody Guthrie down through Tennessee. To sell all good people on electricity. Oh, hey, Woody Guthrie, I wrote you a song about a funny new world that's a coming along. It'll be quite confusing for the man on the street when the old-time song and dance man and Palladians meet. Way up in the heavens in a marvelous display, all souls on earth find salvation in that day. Abraham Lincoln is a hell of a guy. Got himself murdered so he crossed the great divide. Down through the ages, John F. Kennedy promised he would splinter it into a million pieces. When a man talks like that, you must blow his brains away. All souls on earth find salvation in that day. Jesus was a spirit, and his spirit came and went. Jesus made the whole wide world all brand new again. But the reason we can't see it is Johannes Gutenberg. Every page he printed with the devil's words. You may not share my vision, you may see things your own way. All souls on earth find salvation in this day. I had a vision and the vision thrilled my soul. Jesus in a crimson tie and with a crown of gold, he stands before the people in full authority, and he shows us all how you defeat the enemy. He takes our slings and arrows, he wipes our tears away. All souls on earth find salvation in this day. Thank you.
Sorry, I couldn't get to the damn thing. Yeah, thank you. Back in the theological world here. Oh, all right. Bill is there. All right, take it away, sir.
And so, y'all can probably predict, those who've heard me play this a million times before, what I'm going to play next. This story takes place in the Old West. It's a story of sin and redemption. Oops, hold on a second. I'm going to do something that I forget to do a lot. Three older men and I went riding with intent to kill. The West was still untamed as yet, and there was blood to spill. They chose their victims carefully, those that deserved to die. Three came to make the women hurt, I came to make them cry. 3 whole years we rode the desert, seeking what we could find. Fighting tricks the heat could play upon the weary mind. Then one day we pulled into a godforsaken town. By the trough she stood, and there my memory reeled around. Faintly though familiar was she, God, was she the one? I looked into her dark brown eyes and realized what I'd done. Suddenly my blood turned out the corner of my eye, revealed a gun man standing there with time for me to die. I could have been a dead man after all I'd done, why not? I don't remember clearly, all I know is no one shot. Later on they took me in and bandaged all my fears. They told me that they'd prayed for me in spite of bitter tears. They said they'd always known someday our paths would cross again. I never knew such love before, especially from them. Sunday morning never was another day for me, but something different happened there. Forgiveness set me free. I found the meaning of true love in spite of all the loss. They led me to the church and shared the meaning of the cross. I found the meaning of true love in spite of all the loss. They'd led me to the church and shared the meaning of the cross. After that, my life was never quite the same again. I understood the blood atonement and the price for sin. I found the meaning of true love in spite of all the loss. They led me to the church and shared the meaning of the cross. I found the meaning of true love in spite of all the loss. They'd led me to the church and shared the meaning of the cross. I found the meaning of true love in spite of all the loss. They'd led me to the church and shared the meaning of the cross.
All right, all right. Well, we still stay theological. And let's see, Jenny Caroline, are you going to do anything theological to this evening? I have no idea, but we'll find out in a few moments.
Well, it's not theological, but the end result could bring you to heaven if you follow through with dating this guy. I don't beat when I cheat, da 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 da. You've got to understand, da 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 da. I try not to get there, but it's the kind of man I am. You can have me every week, da 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 da, but no way every day. I can't help it, I will hurt you. Not one woman all the way, 'cause I don't beat when I cheat, da 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 da. You've got to understand, da 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 da. I try not to get there, but it's the kind of man I am. You don't want all of me, da 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 da. You don't want all of me, da 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 da. You don't want all of me. You don't want all of me, 'cause I'm the kind of man you share. But you'll love it when we sway. Keep me at an arm's distance. Better for us that way, 'cause I don't beat when I cheat, da 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 da. You've got to understand, da 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 da. I try not to get there, but it's the kind of man I am. So darling, let me hold you. We'll be doing much more soon, but you need to be the strong one. Tell me you'll see me in a few, 'cause I don't beat when I cheat, da 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 da. You've got to understand, da 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 da. I try not to get there, but it's the kind of man I am. Come on, darling, take me for the man I am. It won't hurt too much if you act right. See, that could be theological, because that could send you to heaven if you kept on.
Oh baby, oh baby, oh baby. Yeah. All right, I see that. I can see that. All right, speaking of heaven and theology and truth and virtue and justice, let's go to Mr. Harry Hewlett.
Here I am. Okay. This isn't very theological or anything. It's just a song that I wrote. It's called My Sister Don't Like Rednecks Anymore. It goes like this. Sister don't like rednecks anymore. She just don't like rednecks anymore. I told her you was my friend. She said that's got to end. My sister don't like rednecks anymore. My sister don't like rednecks anymore. No, she don't like them rednecks anymore. She done told my mama too, and now daddy's got the blues. My sister don't like rednecks anymore. don't like rednecks anymore. My sister don't like rednecks anymore. We kind of figured this whole thing started when she went off to junior college. My sister don't like rednecks anymore. No, she don't like them rednecks anymore. She just don't like them rednecks anymore. She says we're better dead than red and nothing else can be said. My sister don't like rednecks anymore. No, my sister don't like rednecks anymore. She just don't like them rednecks anymore. Well, so long, Bubba. Been nice knowing you. My sister don't like rednecks anymore. And that's a fact.
Well. We'll go to a man who could not be considered a redneck, who's a kind of a classic scholar in our firmament here, Mr. Keith Dodson. So he's eligible.
He's an educated redneck.
Jonah, you sit there sulking in the desert, outside the city in a shelter you've made. Why you angry with me? Man, can't you see? Raised up a vine just to give you some shade. Now you think I've only wasted your time, having mercy on people you think are slime. You say it'd be better if I let you die, just for your sake. Now I won't buck my compassionate nature. You know very well yourself that it's true. Well, just think for yourself. When you needed my help, always came through for you. I called you in Joppa, that wasn't your wish. You sailed away to the city of Tarshish. I gave you 3 days in the belly of a fish, just for your sake. For a second chance I called you again. This time you pretty much did what I said. Well, you went to that city, but without any pity, and shouted out that they'd all soon be dead. But an entire city of people were saved. They cried out to me and were spared from the grave. You say my compassion I should have betrayed, just for your sake. Now worms come along and it's made your vine die. The scorching heat and the wind make you cry. Well, you didn't make it grow, but you miss it, I know. Should I not be concerned if a city would die? Now the Bible ends the story right there. As for Jonah's fate, we are all unaware. But as for ourselves, we should all be in prayer for everyone's sake. 'Cause in following God, we must give up our way. Listen to his voice and always obey. Serve him alone to the end of our days, for our own sake. For the Lord's sake. Thank you.
All right. known as Jonah. Cool. All right, I'm going to try something. This is, who knows, I'm going to try to do put down a rhythm track and play over it. We will see. But you've all heard this song. Wrote this a long, long time ago. And it's still a sad memory, to be honest with you. So anyway, here we go. Winding down, you know it's you. The dance is almost done. We've had our days and hours in the sun, but time just isn't good enough to act as an excuse. But it's not time quite yet to sing the blues. I see your eyes and joining them, the other men around. I think I know which one it is that you have found. You're with me out of habit still, but ties are getting loose. Still, it's not time quite yet to sing the for too long to just be happy friends. Endings are traumatic, no matter why it ends. We argue much too often, and sometimes even fight. Think things, you know, it really isn't right. Well, how can we end this gracefully? In a minimum of pain. I never did like walking in the rain. The time for us is running out. I know we'll hear our cues. Maybe now it's time to sing the blues. There. Little blues song for you. I don't know. I still am having trouble with getting that coordination together to get the music to come on. But anyway, so that's that. And now,
I'm too frightened to use my looper pedal here.
well,
To start it, I have to actually kick 2 buttons at once, and I'm not good at stepping on the right buttons.
yeah, same here. Same here. It's just it's just a part of my brain that I haven't figured out how to incorporate in the musical stuff. But I try because I think it's a cool idea, and I think it's great to be able to. I wrote that. I love that chord changes, and it just asks to be a nice blues guitar part with it. And I always end up scatting, which is really. I love the scat, but I'm not very good at it, so I'm much better at playing a blues guitar lead. So we're working on it. All right. Mr. Paul Gubbins there he is, yes.
I thought I'd tell a little funny anecdote. There's somebody's got hey, you got your mute on. But I used to, when I was about 19, I used to play out at open mics or play at the Barnes and Noble, and I'd played a little bit in high school at some places, and then I got a letter from the city to invite me to play at this folk festival, because there was a lady at one of the places, that put my name in on it, and so I got the letter, and I was looking through all the people that were billed on it, and it said so and so, and it said singer songwriter. Said so-and-so, acoustic music or whatever. And it got to me and it said Paul Gubbins, guitar and comedy. And that was the first time I found out people thought I was funny. This is just a real short song since we're getting to the end, I guess. Hey, hey, twin flame, you're yin, I'm yang. Let's ride that rainbow ship to the new earth. Little you, little me, got catching up to do. Oh, honey, will you help me do the work? Once I was a captive in the coal mines. Now I float up in the atmosphere. Once you were a story that I told myself. Now you are my mirror. When things like Instagram came out, I realized you could write a really short song, and that's all that you could do. And then people would assume you had other verses, and maybe even a resolution.
That's
all you needed was one little thing,
Yeah, you could walk off stage and everything. There's a classic story in vaudeville that they used to, comedians used to take a violin on stage. That's how Jack Benny started it, where he'd go on stage with a violin. And the idea was if you weren't funny, they would assume that they would clap politely because they'd assume that you were really actually a violinist. So,
But nobody ever really thought of Jack as a violinist.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, a lot of songs have started with just a piece, like Unchained Melody, and was just like a little background part in a movie.
Huh? Really? Cool.
Yeah. And I think they had one verse, and then people liked it, so the guy wrote another verse.
Cool.
But you hear stories like that where something just was
nobody ever asked me to sing that.
Unchained Melody.
Yeah, I think it's because they suspect that it would not only be unchained but untethered.
Yeah, Unchained Melody. I read a book on it. What it was is in California they're experimenting with the prison without walls.
Well, that's California for you.
They had a prison. Didn't have any walls, and the theme song to the movie was Unchained Melody. And if you listen to the words, it makes sense. This guy's anyway. Go ahead, Bill. Play your song.
No, that's pretty good.
Speaking of
That's pretty
Unchained, Mr. Bill Martin, who's recently unchained.
Here we go. Since you've been gone, I've been missing you so. I can't go on, nowhere to go. I can't be strong, can't even answer my phone. Been loving you so long, and now I'm on my own. Ba-ba-ba-ba-da. Why don't you come back home? Been loving you so long, can't bear to be alone. Ba-ba-ba-ba-da. I've been losing my mind. Simply the best one man could ever find. Curled up in bed in the afternoon, covers over my head. Gotta get up soon. I can't be strong, can't even answer my phone. Been loving you so long, now I'm on my own. Ba-ba-ba-ba-da. Why don't you come back home? Been loving you so long, can't bear to be alone. Ba-ba-ba-ba-da. I've been losing my mind. You're simply the best one man could ever find. I lost my way. They say I'm reasoning too. Oh, I can't say. You know it's true. No, I can't stay, but I can't go. My skies are creaking. There's money. I need you so. Ba-ba-ba-ba-da. Why don't you come back home? Loving you so long, can't bear to be alone. Ba-ba-ba-ba-da. I've been losing my mind. You're simply the best one man could ever find. Since you've been gone, I've been missing you so. I simply can't go on, nowhere to go. Ba-ba-ba-ba-da. Why don't you come back home? Ba-ba-ba-ba-da. I've been missing you so. Ba-ba-ba-ba-da. I've been losing my mind. You're simply the best one man could ever find. You're simply the best one man could ever find. You're simply the best one man could ever find.
All right, all right, all right, all right.
Thank you.
All right, and now we're getting toward the end here, so everybody, we got plenty of time here, plenty of time here. So we move from the sublime to the ridiculous to the sublime. There, just kidding. I mean, about Bill being ridiculous, he's not ridiculous. Bill's perfectly wonderful, but I needed his, some sort of segue. So, with no further ado.
Thank you. I'm glad to be sublime. I came out to find you, instead I found me. I left my town at 103. Don't you know when I left, love was not in the air. Took a long trip, he showed me he cared. His hands on my hips, my hands in the air. With every dance move and every deep stare. I came out to find you, instead I found me. I left my town at 103. I remembered that dance, he remembered my twist. There was something about that grin on his lips. I don't need that man, but he might need me. He ain't leaving town, he don't wanna be free. I came out to find you, instead I found me. I left my town at 103. Ain't it needs not once, and who's holding the cards? So I cruise down this road, shining under the stars. You know I drop my top down and shine under the stars. Ain't it needs not once, and who's holding the cards? I came out to find you, instead I found me. I left my town at 103. I came out to find you, instead I found me. Thank you. Thank you.
Nicely done. Nicely done.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Harry Hewlett. Let's get that man on. There he is, right on center stage, as he should be.
Alan's not here.
No, that's true. Yeah, because I was thinking the last song, and there's no Alan, so.
Yeah, that's
No
what I was saying.
Barbie.
No Barbie. either.
No Barbie either.
Barb was going, had to go to a celebration of life thing. I think she was playing.
Oh, okay, cool, cool.
So I don't know who it was, but she sent me a note. Okay, here's my last song. Well, I'm a song singer, just can't sing the blues. I'm a song singer, just can't sing the blues. 'Cause my milk can never let me, and I don't know what to do. Yeah, I'm a song singer, just can't sing the blues. Yeah, I'm a song singer, just can't sing the blues. 'Cause my milk can never let me, and I don't know what to do. Well, my daddy was rich, my mama good looking, big fat woman did all of our cooking, and I'm a song singer, just can't sing the blues. 'Cause my milk can never let me, and I don't know what to do. Well, I'm a song singer, just can't sing the blues. I'm a song singer, just can't sing the blues. 'Cause my milk can never let me, and I don't know what to do. Well, I can learn the right words, get the right beat. I can even sing the right melody, but I'm a song singer, just can't sing the blues. 'Cause my milk can never let me, and I don't know what to do. Well, I'm a song singer, just can't sing the blues. I'm a song singer, just can't sing the blues. 'Cause my milk can never let me, and I don't know what to do. Well, I can rock and roll, pick a country tune, wiggle my hips, make a pretty girl swoon. But I'm a song singer, just can't sing the blues. 'Cause my milk can never let me, and I don't know what to do. Yeah, I'm a song singer, just can't sing the blues. I'm a song singer, just can't sing the blues. guess I got the blues, 'cause I can't sing the blues. My hands were so cold, my pick kept slipping out of my fingers.
It was damn rousing, I have to say, sir.
Well, I gotta wake people up every now and then.
Yeah. And now to put them back asleep. Just kidding. So for the to take us home, he is the capstone of our evening, Mr.
Oh boy, a lot of pressure there. Love the beginning. There are changes on the horizon. Changes are in the air. Some people love it, some would say shove it, others don't seem to care. When I was younger, for change I'd hunger, for change seemed to delight. But now that I'm old, if the truth be told, I find change is just a blight. Wolf brand chili don't taste like it did back in 1966. My house is in the middle of suburban sprawl when it used to be in the sticks. My pantry is filled with granola instead of Captain Crunch and Trix. Oh, Wolf brand chili don't taste like it did no more. Finally hit that. Well, she said that she wasn't happy. She said things were just too dull. She needed a change, her life rearranged, it would be amicable. She wanted to leave, I started to grieve, then she split the scene. So I formed a new plan while I opened a can of chili without beans. Wolf brand chili don't taste like it did back in 1966. My house is in the middle of suburban sprawl when it used to be in the sticks. My pantry is filled with granola instead of Captain Crunch and Trix. But Wolf brand chili don't taste like it did no more. Oh, how I yearn for the way things used to be before these changes set my world ablaze. I was young and in love, happy and carefree. I just want to return to the good old days. But Wolf brand chili don't taste like it did back in 1966. My house is in the middle of suburban sprawl when it used to be in the sticks. My pantry's filled with granola instead of Captain Crunch and Trix. But a Wolf brand chili don't taste like it did no more. Oh no, oh Wolf brand chili don't taste like it did no more. Neighbor, how long's it been since you've had a warm, steaming bowl of Wolf brand chili? Well, that's too long.
You know, Denny's stew doesn't taste like it used to either.
A lot of stuff doesn't.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I think it's the high fructose corn syrup they're putting in everything.
You think that's what it is?
Or they're taken out of. One of the two. I mean, who knows these days, right?
Well, yeah, I'm using the high fructose aspartame, I think.
Oh, yeah. God only knows what the stuff they used to put in our food, man. You know, well, I grew up fairly near a nuclear installation, and so there was always some speculation about whether we would glow in the dark as we got older. And,
So every time.
Hey, tomorrow night, Is that an open mic or is that a showcase or what is it tomorrow night?
I'm trying to find out. I sent a note to her today, but I think she showcases a couple of people for 40 minutes each, and then she ends with a open mic.
Huh.
Okay.
Cool.
I'm gonna try to find out for sure, and I'll send you something on that tomorrow.
Okay, appreciate that. I
it's-
was thinking about heading down there tomorrow night.
But
If not,
you know,
I've got a bluegrass jam I've already said I'd be at, but I'll probably
it's
skip that. and
sort
go
of
to
a
Oakdale.
quasi DSA sponsored event now because she's a board member. You know.
Oh,
Okay.
cool.
So,
Right.
so
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
trying to figure out how to do that, and it's still you'll make it good for her and good for us. So,
Well, the Facebook said it was her showcase, but
yeah,
something like in conjunction with the DSA or something.
but it didn't say
wasn't
how
that
we were conjunction. And,
There was an asterisk that said that anybody but Keith Dodson. Did I?
yeah. Something like
Oh no, that was Ace Pounder. Sorry, anybody but Ace Pounder. That's what it was.
Yeah. Well, anyway, we want to thank Paul from coming from Indiana. He that's a long way off.
Absolutely.
He gets the farthest away award tonight. He Southern Indiana over there.
Well, come on back.
Yeah, we hope to see you again.
Yeah.
That's some pretty country over
It's
there.
nice to
Southern
have new
Indiana.
blood.
Yeah. And Jenny, she's pretty far off San Antonio. You know, that's about a 6-hour drive.
And from what I can tell, one of us is coming from Folsom Prison, but I won't use any names.
Ah!
It's a gated community. Hey, man, I've come up in the world.
3 square meals a day. Yeah.
Hey, what the hell?
Yeah,
Oh, man.
if you ever need a heart transplant or anything like that, just get yourself put into the penitentiary, and you get all that stuff for free.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Plenty of
I
rest.
prefer not to, though. I mean, all things.
Well, anyway, hope to see some of you tomorrow night and all of you next week. And
All right.
and,
All
stay
right.
warm. It's still cold.
Yeah.
You know,
Amen.
So, thank you,
I know
Bill.
how to do. Push
Thank
the
you,
little
Jenny.
button.
Thank you, Paul.
Thank you,
Thank you.
everybody.
Good night, everyone. Good night,
Good night,
Facebook.
everybody.
Ace, you did a good job. You did
Oh,
a good
thank
job.
Oh, you always
You
do a
did.
good
And
job.
y'all want to vote on it? Y'all want to let Jenny be the host next week?
Sure.
I vote, yeah. Who is
Sure.
scheduled?
Everybody raise your hand if you
I
want to see
think
Jenny
I'm
hosting.
scheduled, but I'll gladly.
Are you
Okay.
scheduled? Well,
I
if you want to, now see this. There's 5 Wednesdays in this month, so we could let Jenny do the week after next.
Yeah.
I was thinking of doing
do it.
week
Stay with
after
it,
next
stay with
down
it.
at Poor David's, but
Oh, 2 Wednesdays from now is Port David's?
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, well, let's let Jenny do it.
we'll let Jenny do it next week.
Okay, then you can
maybe
be.
maybe we'll adjourn to Poor David's the week after that.
Maybe Rob will let you host down there for a couple.
I'll let Rob do it. Leave it to the professionals.
All right, see you guys.
Okay, y'all have a
Good
good
night,
one.
Hi,
everybody.
folks.
Adios. Bye bye.
Thank you, Harry.
Thank you, Bill. See you.